Hey guys, it's Brian here, and welcome back to the review for the Horror Man Slashback Challenge. And the theme that Joe the Horror Man has set for this week is titled Slashers Plus. And essentially, what he means by that is non slasher films that have a heavy slasher element to it. And the film I chose to review this week is 10 to Midnight. This is a 1983 Charles Bronson action movie, but there is a heavy slasher influence to this one. Essentially, in this film, Charles Bronson plays a detective, and he ends up on the trail of a serial killer that's stalking and killing young women. So that's basically the plot of this one. This movie is nuttier than I remember. I remember watching this one when it first came out on video back in '84, but this movie is a lot nuttier than I remember. Essentially, the killer in this movie kills in the nude, and the thinking is that if he kills in the nude, that means he can't get any blood in his clothes, which means less evidence. But now in the day of DNA, you can't really get away with stuff like that. But this is the '80s, so whatever. Um, and it's funny because usually these films have like a mystery to it, but Charles Bronson is on to the killer pretty much right away, like a day into the case. He's already got his man. The only thing is the evidence isn't there to back it up, and the killer, played by Gene Davis, has set up an alibi that so they can't prove it was him because he wasn't supposedly there in the area when the murder was committed. Um, but it doesn't matter to Charles Bronson. He's willing to break the laws and the rules to get this guy. And it gets to the point where he actually frames him midway through the movie by putting blood on his clothes, which was kind of amusing. This film really hasn't aged well socially. Like the killer in this movie is obviously an incel, and Charles Bronson that has no problems breaking the law to frame the person that actually is the murderer. But this movie is a fun movie. Towards the end, it gets really slashery, where he goes after Charles Bronson's daughter. I don't want to spoil anything with that, but there is a fair bit of kills in this one. They're not really gory, unfortunately. There's lots of stabbings, but the knife thrusts are pretty much done off screen. There is some blood for the most part, but there's not much in the way of gore. I did enjoy this movie. Like the actor Gene Davis, he looks nutty in every scene he's in. He's always making weird facial expressions, so I quite enjoyed it. This movie is fun. This is a good film to get your friends together and have some beers and have a good go with it. I would highly recommend this movie. I didn't realize how much of a horror movie this one actually was. Um, this is the closest thing we'll ever get to seeing Charles Bronson in a slasher movie. All right, guys, I guess that's pretty much it. That's my review. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.